On this video, I'm going to go ahead and cover a lot of my favorite MacBook Pro accessories that are available on the market. Now, these are some of the accessories I gathered from my older MacBook Pros that I owned and sold and traded in for the latest and greatest, like this 14-inch MacBook Pro. So, that said, even if you don't have the latest 14-inch MacBook Pro, these accessories I'm going to go ahead and show you are also available on the older models. And I'm pretty sure you're going to love some of these accessories, especially since I'm going to go ahead and show you an amazing accessory that replaces this oversized brick, as well as some accessories that allow you to disguise your MacBook Pro into being something out of the ordinary, so it's less likely to get stolen. So all that and more in today's video. Let's go ahead and get started. Now I'm going to go ahead and start off this video by talking about the power brick. Now yes, the power brick itself, this part could be removed, and then if you buy the extended cable for it, you can actually make it a lot longer. I prefer doing it this way because that little built-in one that comes by default, this thing sucks because as soon as you plug it in, any small weight or movement may cause the power brick to fall off because it's really heavy, which is why I like using this. But forget about this and that, these two things altogether. I personally prefer this power brick. Now this is a 60-watt power brick, and depending on your MacBook Pro, this may be more than enough what your computer needs. You can always reference the original one. I know some MacBook Pros use around 60-watt power adapter, so this should be plenty enough, but depending on the specs, mine in particular uses the 97-watt power adapter. But even though my specs are a little bit bumped, I'm still able to fully charge my MacBook Pro with a 60 watts, just not at an efficient rate. By efficient, I mean like quickly. But whenever I'm just using my MacBook Pro for just browsing the web, watching YouTube videos and stuff like this is able to charge my Mac pretty efficiently. So when I'm traveling on the go and I want to travel small, this is the power brick that I take instead of the original Apple one, even when I'm doing a workload. Because if I'm able to charge this Mac for about 10 minutes by itself, turned off or in sleep mode, I have enough juice for this thing to continue charging it while I'm working. And the cool thing is it does have a USB-C port right here. If you notice, I could still use my Magsafe adapter to charge my MacBook Pro this way as well. And this little power ports right here are able to be folded down, so it really does free up so much space. So I highly recommend this amazing accessory. And yes, I had this thing for about 4 years now. Not once has it fried my MacBook Pro. Now, if you do a lot of working with like personal information in public site and you want to cover all that, I highly recommend picking up one of these private screen protectors. Not only does it act like a screen protector, but these things are pretty cool because they actually stick on your Mac magnetically. And even on my 14-inch MacBook Pro with the notch and the slim bezels, it doesn't even get in the way at all. I still could see my clock, my Wi-Fi, my battery stats. And I even have options. I even have the full ability to go into this file section right here on the toolbar. It doesn't block anything at all, and there's no interference when you close the laptop entirely and open it back up. And if you like to remove it, you simply just pull off like so. And it doesn't really like ruin the resolution or like the colors or anything like that on the display. Everything looks nice and crisp still. But if you're trying to do photo editing and stuff, you're better off removing it because it does give it like a matte texture in a sense. So I guess it does make the screen a little bit less reflective in terms of glare. This is my favorite privacy screen protector to definitely carry around, especially if you find yourself in public places like a hotel and such, or Starbucks. Now, since we're still on the topic of privacy, pick up a cam cover. These things are very inexpensive and they're so flat and flush that there's no interference whatsoever when you close your laptop or open it back up. You literally just do this to cover the webcam, and when you're ready to have like a FaceTime chat or something, you just open it up. These things are really amazing. I highly recommend this webcam accessory instead of putting the old tape method, which tape method still works, but tape over time, wear and tear, just becomes less sticky. This stays on throughout the lifespan of your Mac. Now for this next one, is perfect for anybody who's looking for an upright laptop stand that actually sits flush with the body of your Mac, so it's not bulky or anything like that when it's not in use. You definitely want to check out this. It's by Moft, and all it is just a low-key kickstand for your Mac, and it just sticks onto the Mac, this part of the Mac, with an adhesive, and that's basically it. Yes, you can remove this. Yes, it does stick on with an adhesive, but why would you want to remove this? It's actually really neat. Aside from that, if you want a built-in kickstand for your Mac, here it is. Now, since we're talking about public places, instead of, a generic laptop travel sleeve. Check out this thing. This will basically disguise your MacBook Pro to look like an actual book. From afar, it really does look like a book. And yeah, you just simply place your MacBook Pro in here and just wrap it up, and there you go. Now your MacBook Pro is now a book. So I doubt anybody's going to want to steal this than a laptop sleeve just sitting there on the countertop. Nobody's going to want to steal an old book like this. Now with these latest generation MacBooks, you know, we now have USB-C ports. And because of that, we need to accept faith and rely on a dongle whenever we need a USB-A port. And the dongle of choice I like to use is this one by Plugable. The reason I like this one so much is because the body structure itself is really solid. I used other dongles in the past, but this one actually feels solid for this price. And you have a full HDMI as well as a micro SD card reader right here. So if you're missing the adapter, this is the dongle that I like to travel and take with, and it does support power pass through here with the USB-C port if you need to. And the rating is 87 watts of charging. And compared to other dongles, this one actually is fairly priced, because online you can find this for around $30. They typically cost you a lot more if you're looking for a full HDMI with micro USB. So this is the dongle of choice I like to travel with. Now you might have noticed this little decal right here. I don't know why, I just like having this decal here. Once in a while it does help, especially when I'm trying to figure out what type of shortcut a certain command was. This little decal is so small and it's transparent that it's not really that noticeable, but whenever I need to quickly look at a shortcut to do something, it's right there. And the final accessory that I have to travel with whenever I'm going somewhere with my Mac, and that is Airpods Pro. The reason I like Airpods Pro so much is they're small, compact. They still have some very advanced features such as transparency mode, active noise cancellation, and of course, since they're an Apple product, it works really well with the entire Apple ecosystem. So this will automatically pair to my MacBook Pro whenever audio is playing and I'm wearing the earbuds in my ears. Yeah, they'll automatically connect, and I'm still able to utilize active noise cancellation and transparency mode if I want. There you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you got some good useful information out of this video. I'll be sure to include links to all these accessories in the video description down below, so they're all literally a click away. So if you enjoyed, you know what to do. Greatly appreciate if you actually leave this video a like, especially if you got some good information out of this video, and hit subscribe if you enjoy a lot of tech videos just like this. If you'd like to watch more, maybe you own an Apple Watch, I've done an accessory guide video for that too, which you can go ahead and check it out right over there. And then the video next to that one's just a video that YouTube is recommending specifically for you. Let me know in the comment section if that recommended video was actually something that YouTube algorithm was correct and you really did enjoy. If not, also let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.